We want to say that the few days that the president has been in the office, he has been able to do whatever he promised, the quick wins, the things that are very important that he said he will do. And I think even today, as we celebrate this Madaraka Mashujaa Day, I think Kenyans will also be singing the national anthem with a new meaning, with optimism, because for the first time, we have a government that has promised very many tangible things that will directly impact on the life of the Kenyan people. So the Kenyans are very, very hopeful, in terms of having the government that will enable them conceptualize the meaning of the stanzas that are contained in our national anthem.
And of course, promises, but also explanation we've had the past 37 days. But there comes a time that you have to cease promising and get to work. What do you think it will take to actualize those promises and the many explanations you've had the past 5 weeks?
The only thing that will actualize the promises that Kenya Kwanza has been promising Kenyans is Parliament to fast-track the vetting and approval of the nominees of the cabinet, and also the Public Service Commission also to fast-track the interview process for principal secretaries and chief administrative secretaries. Because we are speaking today, the government is 3/4 of government. People from the previous regime who do not understand the bottom-up economic policies, and we are hopeful that once the government will be fully constituted in terms of being in the hands of men and women who understands Kenya Kwanza manifesto, who understands the philosophy of the Hustler Nation philosophy, I think we will be up and running. But what I can tell the people that I know the head of state today will emphasize that he is out to ensure that he fulfills all whatever was contained in the various economic charters of different parts of his country, and that he will live to fulfill each and every promise that he promised the Kenyans.
And Didmus, what are your thoughts? Because you've had the Deputy President also explain to the country that the government inherited a dilapidated economy, the challenges that have been. Every time he speaks to the nation, he will repeat that. But when should now the narrative change?
When we found that their coffers were empty, the economy was in ICU, and the act of the economy being in ICU, everything being upside down, is what informed the choice of men and women that William Ruto nominated to sit in the cabinet, CSS, and it's also going to guide on who is going to be the principal secretaries. So yes, we agree that the economy is dilapidated, the way Rigiji has been saying, but that economy requires surgeons to be able to operate and remove the tumor that is making our economy ailing. And I can tell you for free that the men and women who have been assembled by William Ruto are up to the task, and I can assure you Kenyans that the dilapidated economy has made the Kenya Kwanza government, has made William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua to stretch their hands beyond the normal in terms of getting the proper and qualified economic surgeons who are going to ensure that the tumor is removed and the economy will be out of ICU, will come to HDU, and it will be up and running, and the Kenyans' lives will change.
Are you a medic?
Yes. I'm a political doctor, and also I'm also a doctor, not by education, not by training, but by learning.
Interesting. Thank you so much, Didmus Baraza, for speaking to us. Of course.